but it kind of makes sense. If the Fanny wants to go in, you just lock her in place. So this could go very good or very bad.
I would say there is a lot of emphasis on the objectives, right? Like how is Aurora gonna dance objectives?
Yeah. Aurora as the hero or the team?
The team.
Okay. Just want to make sure, because you know. Either way, it looks like this is gonna be a damage badang, by the way. Assassin emblem with war cry. So this is really like you come in, you die. So this is gonna be a different badang where we've seen utility badang before. Now it's just damage.
Such a Luke thing to do, man. Such a Luke thing to do. Not only that, you proc war cry so fast, thanks to how badang kind of functions in terms of the abilities. And you actually do good into the CC because first of all you push her away. Second of all, if she hops onto you, you either dash or you just create a wall and the shield, right? So one of those solutions that you don't really think about often. But I feel like this matchup actually is more comfortable for Luke, and you get to start finding out where Demon Kite is.
Now the game is being a little bit more quiet right now. Actually, now that I'm looking at Bigetron Alpha, I'm starting to think, are they gonna play more like game number 1 or game number 2? Where game number 2 they're allowing Aurora to engage and then they just counter engage. In game number 1 they try to force things out because they have two available options here, having the Cho as well as having the Akai. The Cho is more engaging and the Akai is more like defending. So they have multiple ways to go for the fight. I just don't know which one that they want to really go for.
Pamela is just wasting time. And it's gonna be confirmed turtle for BTR. Really nothing much Aurora can do about that. They will try to take out Pamela. There is this implosion from Moreno. Edward stuck on the wall. Demon Kite wants to look for the kill, cannot find it. First blood for Luke. Demon Kite wants Luke. He's gonna get the trade back, of course, and Renegade flickers. Misses the Sacred Hammer. Moreno survives for now, but still taking a ton of punishment. Somehow gets out. Pamela also escapes. So while Bigetron Alpha got away with that when they should have lost more.
Let me just say, Husky, I feel like the TikTokers are gonna have quite a field day because I feel like a lot of people are having their eyes on this matchup. And game number 1, 2, and 3, I feel like there's quite a lot of TikTok moments, you know? Not all of them are good, but they're TikTok moments.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you make it a TikTok, it's good.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, you know, the popularity is something that you really want to chase for. But either ways, we see look how he interacts, because the thing that's in my head, I don't know how the war cry interacts with the fist crack, because the fist crack it counts as basic attack. So I wonder if the fist crack automatically just triggers the war cry, and I really want to see the amount of damage that he can deal. And honestly, the first interaction, the damage that he dealt against Edward, it honestly did look like a lot of damage, and he didn't have any items at that point. So as a Badang player myself, I'm very, very curious how strong this war cry is going to be on the Badang, or ultimately it will be just not worth it.
Edward was struggling to trade against him, right? Because you can't stick onto him at all. Because Pamela again wants to take the purple buff away. Aurora, can you defend the buff? Renegade is gonna try. That's the explosion into a frigid glacier on a 2. SOD disconnect and Mun shows up. Renegade being forced away. Demon Kite tries to cut right through them. Luke somehow able to get away for now thanks to the shield, but Demon Kite will prevent that escape. Shuts him down. Aurora gets a kill.
Yeah, Luke probably stayed a little bit too long because the Badang ult right now, the fist crack, only has a 1 second. I only say only, but it's a 1 second stun. But once the 1 second is done, you should probably get out of that ult, because if not, you're gonna take free damage. Either way, right now, Aurora doesn't look all that proactive, but it's more about respecting what Bigetron Alpha is capable of doing if you stick your head out a little bit too much. Demon Kite so far, it looks like he's just farming up, probably just looking for one-shots and then getting out of the fight.
He did lose his purple buff though. I think Eman took it in that chaos. Again, looking for Luke. They would have dashed away. Pamela shows up. I mean, as much as Badang, you know, he went for the assassin emblem, I still think that thanks to the his abilities, his kit, it does give him some sort of durability. And Luke is gonna flick the fall, only catching Renegade. He's gonna commit everything. Might as well. Renegade won't be able to engage in this in any way, allowing Super Ken to get the turtle.
Yeah, right now the gold lane is having the gold lane experience as well. Doesn't look like either Doming or Iman is having a bad time trading against each other. It looks very even so far in the first 5 minutes of the game. The gold lead really isn't all that much, even though Bigetron Alpha has been able to secure most of the neutral objectives. Honestly, even this buff. Yeah, I don't know. Bigetron Alpha looks like they're just taking this a little bit slower, not really forcing things out.
Who's gonna lose half of his health? Conceal even use. And another flicker implosion from Renajay. Luke able to relocate. Fortunately, still ends up going down to Renajay. Pamela looking to retreat as well. Emma did show up mid-side. But Aurora, they are just getting all these individual pickoffs.
Yeah, but most of it is only onto Luke, which not the best case scenario, but you know, it's still serviceable for Bigetron Alpha to go for the push. But now Aurora is able to trade 2 for 1. Moreno finds Dimenkai. Don't know if he can get a kill here, and Moreno gets taken down. I don't know what Moreno was planning there.
Not even a contest, not even close.
I thought he just wanted to terrify it and then just leave, but it looks like that's not the situation. Look, building a Blade of Heptases. This is not what we usually see a Badang build. I thought it would be a Demon Hunter Sword and maybe even an early Malefic Roar.
I suppose technically, if your you know, punches are considered basic attacks, but they're projectiles, does technically increase the range of the Blade of Heptases. The proc. I don't know. I mean, if anything, this is gonna make it a TikTok at least, right? Like,
hey,
regardless of the result.
I'm here. I'm learning. I'm honestly not criticizing. I'm just speaking out loud. I'm learning. I wanna see like what's the use case of the item builds. But now Supercan taking a bit of damage from Edward, but looks like still they're gonna get this turtle for free. Supercan is gonna take a little bit of damage, but I'm pretty sure it's something that he is pretty okay with trading for. Dimenkai now, he has the Blade of the Heptases, so he's gonna be able to deal quite a lot of damage. Aurora looks like they want to play this game more macro. Reminding us of how TLID played, where essentially they leave Moskov on one lane and they have Fanny on the opposite lane, and then they're just pulling Bigetron Alpha all around, where Bigetron Alpha, they want to stay in one lane. They just want to do one thing. Speaking of which, looks like Badang is not going for full damage. He's going for defensive items after the Blade of Heptases.
Huh. That's the route he wants to go down, but he forgoes the Thunder Belt. So yeah, very interesting approach, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like just Dreadnought armor is gonna be enough. Afterwards, if you want, you can make some magic resist items, just like the magic robe. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how he builds for this one.
Kick onto Doming, but unfortunately, follow up just not there. So in fact, Demonkai free range in the back, does conceal use. Demonkai in the pit, getting knocked away, but actually helped in escape. Renajay, Implosions. Sort of hits Emma, but he had to purify Moreno, though not so lucky. He tries to use a stolen Implosion, dies before he can do so. Edward will hop away. Aurora finds another pickoff.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a chain of events happening, not really a full-on team fight or a full-on pickoff. It's more about just unfortunately being positioned in a certain way. Supercat is making sure that there's no purple buff at all for Demonkai, but even with that, Demonkai has 3-0 and 1, doing relatively well. In fact, Aurora has almost a 1,000 gold lead. Compared to game number 2, game number 3 is definitely much more quiet, where even the kills that happen in the game are not explosive kills. They're just so happen to be getting those kills. 3 of them are from Luke, and 2 of them are from Moreno, where Moreno is more about misplacing his positioning. But now the Lord has spawned. This is good for Bigetron Alpha, because as a Fanny, you don't really trade, or you don't really go for this engages on the turtle, on the Lord fights.
And not the best at dancing around the objective either. I would say, I mean, game 2, Bigetron Alpha did, I want to say fall behind, but they didn't really fall behind. It's more of Aurora gave them a hard time and they were able to respond as the game progressed with the scaling that they had. We see the Queen's Wings for Demon Kite built already. Bigetron Alpha needs to deal with the side lanes, and like you said, Lafel, it's the same predicament we saw in the previous series between TLID and EVOS Holy, where the side lane controls are so important.
Yeah, so if the same thing happens, then the same question prevails. Bigetron Alpha, they need to send someone to the side lane, and can they win a 1v1? In this case, it's Luke on this Badang. If he can win a 1v1 against the Fanny or the Moskov, then Bigetron Alpha has a fighting chance, where they're not losing one lane all the way through. If he loses that 1v1, immediately the macro is all for Aurora.
Look at the bottom wave, right? It's going to be a slow push in favor of Aurora. Malefic Roar for Luke. If there's any time for the One Punch Man experience, it's going to be this game. Renegade, you got to be careful, Luke. Oh, they don't know he's there. Luke about to go in. That's the damage. Ow! That absolutely just blew up the health bar of Aurora, but Demon Kai is going to hit the back too late though. They lost Renegade and Edward. Demon Kai is going to be knocked back by Luke. Barely escapes with his life, but BTR have just secured Lord.
Okay, now the Badang is getting a bit online. Like, he's not going to the side lanes, but he can definitely dish out, like, he can engage and he can deal the damage. Not as consistent as a DHS kind of damage. Still, very respectable there.
More of a burst type of damage, for sure. Silver lining is that Demon Kai got out with his life. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. Of course, still a level ahead of Super Ken. I don't need to deal with the side waves. And make sure that the waves don't get synced up.
Yeah, and if I'm seeing correctly, it looks like Demon Kite has a purple buff. So we're gonna probably be able to defend this, being able to use the cable a little bit more often. But now Bigetron Alpha looks like not gonna be able to get an inhibitor so far because their range isn't all that great.
Curtain call, Salmon force, Renegade. Uh-oh. He is out of range. Still gets a 2-man Implosion Sacred Hammer into a Frigid Glacier, but unfortunately the timing is off. SOD connects, that's a kick onto Aurora. Unfortunately, Yue falls. Bottom tier 2 does go the favor of Aurora, and they were able to stop this siege with the first Lord. So I suppose it's not the worst case scenario, considering that they lost 2 members.
Yeah, I feel like Bigetron Alpha as well is not really forcing the engage because they understand that the way that they lose this if they go a little bit too aggressive because their lineup is dependent on their cooldown. So pick off, get back, pick off, get back. Super Ken engages though.
Edward pops the Vengeance. Not gonna survive. No choice.
Yeah, he even used the Vengeance. Yeah, the Vengeance wasn't enough.
You just watch Emma blew him up.
And now even the Badang is controlling the bottom wave. And we have an update here on the itemization for the Badang. It looks like a Hunter Strike. So this is not a basic attack build on the Badang. I wonder if Luke... Oh, Luke, go for it. I mean, okay, he's not going to go for it. But will
It's
this...
the first damage Badang.
Will this be like... Like, will Luke be... What do you call this? The first guy to do it.
The innovator. The pioneer.
The pioneer, the trendsetter. Will he be the one to show this is actually how you play the Badang with just straight up burst damage with penetration and not actually going for DHS and the likes?
Now I have a reason to not play rank tonight. This is gonna pop up for sure.
Hey, I have a reason to play rank tonight.
You do. I will if we're on the same team.
Yeah,
not.
Hey, like, I gotta feel this for myself, see how much damage it actually deals. And Conceal has been used. It looks like they haven't found anyone just yet. They found Renegade. Looks like they're gonna engage onto Renegade.
They have no idea the Demon Kai is in the bush. Moreno's gonna find out right now the hard way. High angle fights. Not really what Bigetron is looking for. They gotta somehow survive this. Renegade somehow lives through all of that thanks to immortality. Emman wants to catch up to Edward, couldn't find it. Yue coming in, F1 with the dodge. 1, 2, one more dash to do the job. Good flicker, but still, the passing gets popped. Luke misses the flicker engage, but oh my goodness, that punch. Absolutely destructive. Renegade with the conceal can't do much. Luke's gonna turn around, trying to fight Edward. Demon Kai gets knocked back. We talk about the burst damage of this Badang. It's a One Punch Man experience from this man.
No, you're not. I want to see more. I want to see more damage than that. Does he need a BOD? Like, he's not able to really one punch. But either way, again, still good. All jokes aside, Luke is looking very good with the Badang here. Again, it's all about disrupting. The damage is good, but really it's all about the disruption. Demon Kite is flying around, but Luke is more than prepared to catch people off guard. Renegade goes in, Renegade gets one, Moreno gets no one, and look at Demon Kite able to get Pamela. Supercan still secures the Lord away. It looks like they're able to finally kill off Demon Kite. Luke was taken down, but all in all, good trade for Bigetron Alpha.
Yeah, Moreno just airballs the Stalling Implosion, but I think he was expecting Demon Kite to fly towards him, so either way, wouldn't blame it at all. Bigetron Alpha still got the Lord. Not sure how they're gonna siege this though. I mean, there's no Demon Kite for defense, but you have Domain Kite and Yue, I think it's more than enough.
Yeah, either ways, a lot of TikToks are gonna be filled for tonight. And now the Lord is marching in. Supercan taking a lot of damage from Doming as well as Edward, and they're making quick work of this Lord. All that hard work, Husky, and it really equates to naught. Like, right now, Doming is actually very strong, despite his KD just being 2-1 and 2, but the attack speed on his Moskov is legit. So it looks like Bigetron Alpha, if they want to win this game, they actually need to win some kind of team fight.
Oh, what a catch! Onto Edward, Renegade! Once more, big implosion, but there's Purify, and the heavy spin, Renegade pops like a balloon. Moreno able to get out, even stealing the curtain call. Maybe that's what's keeping Aurora under control. Demon Kite now in a horrible spot. You'd think that engage could have given Aurora a chance, but it was Bigetron that turned it around. So now they're up 5-3.
Yeah, Bigetron make a very quick call. They saw Edward and they didn't hesitate. They just go for it. Supercan tried to catch Demon Kite, unable to do so. And now Bigetron Alpha is in the base of Aurora. And now 2 inhibitors are down. Aurora is in a very rough spot. But again, Domeng, he has made some whiffs in this match. But he can redeem it all if he can do well in this one.
Even has the Domain is like, screw defensive items, right? I have Sea Albert, I'm going Malefic Gun. It's all about being able to stay safe and deal damage. But on Eman's side, he just saw his shoes. He's like, I don't need no shoes, I dash around. I'm gonna get an Oracle. See if you can go through my shoes this time.
Ooh, that Oracle is a pretty big pickup. Like, cooldown, defenses, as well as increased regen, as well as shield. That might make Eman unkillable, to the point where I feel like Doming might consider a rose gold meter because he needs some kind of defense, but then again, he has not been taking quite a lot of damage in this game. Like, he's been dishing it out, but he hasn't really been receiving it.
Once more, Bigetron Alpha goes back to the same modus operandi, but this time a lot more simplified, right? More spawning top side, they got bottom side under control. Oh my god, Super Ken taking so much damage. But housekeeping still needs to be done. It's about taking the purple buff away. Don't give Demon Kite anything.
Yep. 18 minutes in, this is an evolved Lord. This is a Lord fighting for. The thing is, I feel like Aurora, they need to win a team fight if they really want to go for this Lord, because their draft really is not about getting the Lords. Big shout out though, Yue having that Wishing Lantern, so Super Ken and Pamela can be taken down now. So Aurora definitely has the items to deal with the problems in front of them. But Renegade hasn't had great setups. But to be fair, it's not entirely his fault. It's against an Akai. The Akai can cancel out your implosion. So he doesn't have the best situation unless they can force out the heavy spin.
Yeah, and also he's dealing with 2 purifies, right? Sometimes you could... We saw that 4-man implosion earlier on, but Moreno and Emma, they just purify out of it. Really tough job for Renegade. Demon Kite needs to get here as fast as possible. Bigetron Alpha still taking considerable damage. Emma, he's just gonna go in. Edward loses half his health. What a Jikundo by Pamela. Unfortunately, no steal for Demon Kite. Renegade airballs the implosion. Luke does end up losing his life and comes back with the immortality. He gets slain, but still, Bigetron Alpha finds the objective.
It was a lot of damage coming in from Luke, but really not enough, because I believe one fist crack or just like the fraction of a second that he hit Domeng. Domeng was half HP, which is very impressive. But for some reason, Domeng was able to get out of it, so not a lot of damage was able to be dealt. But now, Bigetron Alpha, this might be an end angle, but look at Domeng dealing with the Lord. How, like, You fought so hard. Oh wait, whoa, Super Can.
He's really gonna go down, right? Renegade was in an off
What was he
angle, yeah.
doing?
There was no way Super Can would have known that.
Did he misclick? Did he accidentally dash forward? That did not look intentional.
I don't think he knew Renegade was there. I had no idea, dude, right? But 40 seconds without Super Ken. Only thing keeping Bigetron afloat, I'd say, is they had 2 inhibitors down on Aurora's side. But still, I mean, gold doesn't really matter anymore unless it's for all other item swaps and power potions.
Yeah, but now Aurora, Doming is leading the charge. Doming is looking very strong. Just with one push, they're able to get 2 turrets. They're not able to get the inhibitor, but again, you're just happy with what you got. Doming is looking very strong here, and if they're not able to catch Doming, this is gonna be quite the problem. Luke is the damage dealer here. He is the one that's supposed to get to the backline. So far, he's not able to really complete his task.
And not just that, it's also there's always the threat of BTR going for all these engages, right? Like, Renegade, like you might need to keep that implosion for counter engage. What was the damage by Emma? He's two-shotting the purple buff. Lord number 3 coming up in 40 seconds, bottom side. 35 longest games of today so far. 22 minutes still. It's dead even.
The funny thing is, you said that for the previous game. So in a way, you were right and you were wrong.
Yeah. I'll need to rephrase.
You just jinxed.
Longest game of today, as of this point.
So far.
There we go.
So far.
So far.
Longest game so far.
So far.
If today just prolongs even longer, Husky, then good news for you. I don't think you'll be seeing Badang burst build.
Yeah, the schedule is the schedule allocates 2 hours for each series, right? I mean, we're keeping up with that at least. Next one's gonna be at 9 p.m. So we gotta end this now. Hopefully by this Lord 5. Whoa, Evan! Almost blows out Edward. Moreno tries to go for it. Renegade! Another implosion. But where's the follow-up? There's no follow-up there. Luke just loses life though. Renegade will also lose his. SOD finally connects. Demon Kai. Bait and 3. Stolen implosion from Moreno. Not able to control Doming as much as he wants to though. Goes into the Winter Crown. Demon Kai baited out Emon. Another Diamond Force. Moreno goes down, but Emon is still alive. Looking for Edward. Edward drops the current call, but he sacrifices his life. So Bigetron Alpha. They lose 2, but at least they get 1 in return.
Yeah, like that was honestly a very messy fight on both ends. But I gotta say, as a lover of Badang, man, like Luke is not having a good time. He's always getting caught out, and this is why we see Badang's having a defensive build, because you can do that. What's Pamela doing? He's trying to get
Pamela,
on
Pamela, not like this. Demon Kai is coming in. He's coming for Pamela. So that's immortality gone. And Pamela actually finds the kick, able to disengage. Demon Kai not gonna. Oh, SOD from Domain. Pamela is down.
Oh my god, like they took that personally, man. They're like, we don't know who you are, but you're gonna get taken down. Like, we know who you are.
Demon Kai knows. He definitely has a personal grudge against Pamela. Funny thing is, they still can't really go on to the Lord confidently, right? I mean, you still have Super Ken looking around. This Lord is so strong. It's just so durable. It's got sideways to manage.
Yeah, and like we have to consider how strong Doming is at this point, and the Lord is like, this is very ticklish. Luke is up. Look, if you're gonna make a superhero play, Renegade
right now.
Go for it.
Cancel to conceal. Luke's thinking about it, but they're getting pushed away. Bigetron, they need space. They need space to get towards the Lord. It's dropping dangerously low. Flicker is online for Luke. Lord in no man's land. Bigetron but he's control. Domain goes in. Purify for Emma, and he's gonna push Domain away. Here comes Luke. The burst is there, but it's not enough. Emma focuses on the Lord. It's Super Ken to secure it. Renegade gives his life out. Luke comes back with the Winter Crown. Almost beats Domain to the grave. And Bigetron somehow keeps everyone alive.
Dude, despite that, Aurora is actually looking quite strong because Doming still did not die, man. Like, Doming can deal the damage, Doming can survive, And now he has the Athena shield. He's respecting what Amon is capable of doing. Look, having the Rose gold meter as well. This is like, if Aurora can win this fight, Husky, they can go straight for the end. But Bigetron Alpha, if they beat Aurora here, that's it. That's GG.
Stolen SOD by Moreno. U-Wave, Frigid Glacier, Super Ken is frozen in place. Emma is caught. That's the guy that needs to survive. Curtain Call kicks them together. Pamela kicks Edward away. Emma turns around to try and beat Edward to death. Lord gets taken care of. Last inhibitor under attack. Moreno still able to get away for now. At least the immortality gives a second life. Quick switch to the Winter Crown. Demon Kai trying to clear the wave, but it's still crashing in. Emma on the crystal. Lock it down. Bigetron Alpha finally